And Michael Ennis with me in commentary tonight. Candice Warner joining the team on the sideline. Michael, the milestones tonight, it just makes it extra special, and they are all big milestones.
Oh, absolutely. Good evening, Vossi. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, when you think of the success of the Roosters, and for quite some time, you think of Trent Robinson, who has been at the helm of all of it. So too their captain, James Tedesco, who plays his 150th Roosters game tonight. But the big one for me is Jared Waerea-Hargreaves. I've admired his brutality, his leadership, and that enforcer role that he plays week in, week out. He is one of those players that you just would have loved to have suited up with every week. He spearheads their forward pack, and it's a big night, equaling Mitchell Orbison, 306 games. A phenomenal achievement. 306
for the Roosters, 312th overall. Robinson, his 300th game as a coach. 17th coach in premiership history to reach that milestone. And James Tedesco, the 150th game for the Roosters, having played 90 for the team he plays tonight, against the West Tigers. The Roosters chasing 3 straight. Here come the Tigers. They've rallied the last couple of weeks. Stormed home against the Raiders last week, having beaten the Titans the previous. You got a feel about the Tigers tonight, Mike?
I think they certainly come in with confidence, and it's that man there, Utoi Kamanu, who all week we've heard about the situation that's bubbling away and festering between him and Jared Waerea-Hargreaves. So through the middle, he needs to be the lead up. The contract talk is simmering away in the background. The form of this young man, Lachlan Galvin, back into the side. 2 tries last week against the Raiders was absolutely superb. They come here tonight with no fear.
And James Tedesco leads out the Roosters on a damp Sunday evening. Home ground form hasn't been great lately, but the Stars are on deck tonight. There is the potential to put on a show against a team they have an outstanding record against.
Yeah, absolutely terrific last week up in Gosford. A wonderful win against the Bulldogs side. Walker tremendous. Tedesco, well, what a luxury for the Roosters to have him at this time of the year. James Tedesco, a little fresher, and there he is. Hargreaves up front. 306 games for the Roosters. What a hell of an achievement for one of the most toughest forwards of over more than a decade now in this great game.
Roosters have won the past 7 against the Tigers. In fact, they've won 21 of the past 23. That is since 2010.
Yeah.
Benji Marshall was playing for the Tigers, and the only 2 wins they've had. Tigers get us underway. It is Tupou on the catch. Waerea-Hargreaves, 10 away. Last play for the Roosters. Smith, Keary, no kick. Tupanua, on it goes for Tupou. Tigers claim forward pass on the last ball. No one's listening. And they lock it in. Try number 153 in the career of Daniel Tupou.
Yeah, it came on the back of a 7-tackle set here from the West Tigers. A poor kick from Samuela Fainu over the dead ball on the Roosters. They go straight to their man on this left edge in Daniel Tupou, big and athletic, and made some easy meters downfield. And the work of Brandon Smith at acting half here, you can see the 2 markers there, both going the same way. And they're going to check it.
Well, more than, not the forward pass.
The obstruction.
Obstruction issue here.
Just the lead run here of Angus Crichton.
Lead run here of Angus Crichton. He runs at the outside shoulder of Brent Naden. This denies him an opportunity to push forward and across, creating a 2-on-1
He had Naden
overlap,
coming
which is
in.
an obstruction.
He just needed to remain on that line, on that inside shoulder of Naden, and it wouldn't have been a problem.
And I wasn't convinced on the last pass, so maybe it's a fair result for the rubber ball stuff there, bouncing back infield. 28 away, still no score. Brandon Smith to Walker, Tedesco, Manu, brilliant hands, Dom Young's on his way.
It's Walker direct. That time he finds Tedesco, great skill. Jamming in was Fatabe, and no panic at all here from Joey Manu. This will show it brilliantly. Nice work there from Tedesco to find Manu. Perfectly positioned. Joey Manu finds Dominic Young, who are striking up quite the combination on this right edge for the Roosters. And the Englishman goes over and finds the Roosters first.
Dominic Young, his 11th try for the season. What a battle between the two wingers. Tupou's got 9 for the season. Manu has 10. Dominic Young, top of the pops with 11. In fact, he has scored try-doubles his last 2 games against the Tigers. Best sideline conversion rate of anyone in the comp. Sam Walker's first kick of the night. Good on you, Sam! Good on you, Sam! All of that. And he just bangs over another one. 16 gone, 6-0 Roosters. His support overran him. Keary on the left ended up in front of Tedesco. They're 15 away. Now there's more than just alarm bells ringing. There's your double for Dom Young.
Arrives late but still uses the footwork, gets rid of Galvin, and the vision and the pass selection from Sam Walker. Spectacular. The little halfback, he's in sublime form for the Roosters, and their attack is flying. Oh, gee, that was close.
Galvin and Fa'atape turned inside out multiple times. Roosters are 10 away. This is looking nasty. Walker, Watson, May, straight through. Roosters have their third.
This is beautiful. Look at the width of pass here. Long to Walker, long to Watson, and then nice and direct through the middle to one of the young forwards in our game that is just growing in stature every week, Terrell May. 200 odd metres last week, 80 minutes in the middle, and he just breezes past. A grabbing tackle there from Aidan Caesar, steps on the inside. Buller did well to try and get a grasp on him, but just too strong, too powerful. Terrell May.
He's scoring tries too. He's gone from 1 career try before the start of this season. Tries like that. Walker's successful again. He's 2 from 3. 16-0. Candace on the sideline. Outside in. Last tackle. Keary. This time Tupou is the target. A flying Tupou. Ball bounces down. There for Tupou. Noah. Here comes Keary. Roosters everywhere.
On the back of these high kicks. And it's Luke Keary who just launches this over Lauli'i. He does a good job to come through and just do enough to disrupt it. Daniel Tupanua showing great skill at left centre. And Luke Keary, who has put together a great first half and always there supporting, reacts beautifully. Oh, does that hit the ground first from Tupanua?
Well, they will allow that because the intention was to kick. It wasn't a drop ball, so that will be cleared and then...
Yeah, he's enjoying himself. Luke Keary. And the Tigers concede another.
Well, that's quite the first half from the Roosters. It's not that the Tigers were horrible. The Roosters at times were absolutely red hot. 4 tries, their reward. And half-time, it is the Sydney Roosters 20, leading the West Tigers 0. A 0 tackle in the previous play. So the Roosters, how ruthless can they be here? Keary. Oh, what a touch from Tedesco to Tupou.
Who's had a stellar night for the Roosters. Great work from Nat Butcher early on in the play to really square up the Tigers' defensive line. But the moment that Tedesco had to nail his moment, his opportunity under pressure, that is beautiful. Absolutely brilliant from Tedesco.
Tupou, as we watch the Harvey Norman replay, Tupou doesn't have to check his run at all. It bang on the chest. And he gets that try that was denied in the first half. So in the brilliant try-scoring career of Tupou.
That is great vision there on the Fox League cameras, following the movement of Tedesco, who doesn't even grab the ball. Just guides it in one motion across his body.
Over to Sam Walker. He's on his own, Sam. Ditched him. He's 18 from touch. Sam Walker looking to get it back on top. He does that. Candace on the sideline. And anything could happen. The Roosters are 5 short of halfway. Radley to Walker. There's Lindsay. Yes, clever. Oh, yeah. Then Claire Coruscant goes 1 step further and upends Lindsay. They must think there was some sort of drive.
Well,
They might have looked at that. It's gone a little too far, the tackle. Stand by.
It's a dangerous tackle. There's a moderate risk of injury and you place him in a dangerous position. You're on report and you're in the bin.
Oh. He's in the sin bin for the tackle. Abby Coruscant.
I'm not sure about that.
You've got a grip. You've got a grip. Your legs slide around. There's a risk of injury here that's moderate. Therefore, the tackle's on report and you're in the bin.
Down to 11. Allianz Stadium, not just the home of the Roosters, it's the home of Sydney FC. And the Tigers now have 11.
It's just that motion there where Dewey's legs come around.
Now the big shift right. Tedesco. White's not in on the game plan. He decides to go straight, but what a pass! Tedesco for the Roosters! Much deserved.
Well, a minor hip drop action that's, well, Dom Young's still on the field, but the work from there, from Nafahu, White, you mentioned the bin.
Really classy from White. Look, great ball play, offload. At the peak of his powers and his confidence overload. What a ball! Young, the Roosters are running hot. The Roosters are running hot. And Radley gets there.
Watson downfield and then down the short side. But that is just great ball playing. Great vision from Sam Walker. Found Dominic Young. And then back on the inside, he's got through a mountain of work. He really has, Victor Radley. Does a great job to re-accelerate on the inside of Young. Positioned himself perfectly. Buller did a great job to check Young and then re-attempt the tackle and get and lunge at Radley close to the line, brings him down, but in the greasy conditions, he slides his way over Victor Radley. But the ball playing and the pass selection of...
They'll score on the next one, won't they? Watson to Walker. Walker to Keary. He kicks long. His man is out there. It's pinpoint, as good as you get.
Watch this, Mossy. Look how tight they're caught in field.
There's Tupou.
And he's hiding, he's getting the camouflage gear out on the far side. Oh, it's brilliant.
That's keeping a width. Like he stayed on the sideline.
It's just a natural combination. There's nothing manufactured there. They know each other's game so well. And on the back of the line break, it's Tupou who doesn't come creeping infield. He knows that his heart will find him.
Now Brandon Smith. Walker, Terrell May, an offload to be offloaded and forward. Sadly, Crichton scored too, but I'm with the referee on that one.
Yep.
Now we're inside the final minute. Coruscant to the right, just held up by Manamua. They may get the points. The front rower for Noah Bolle. He's got the line.
Yeah, well, they've kept throwing punches, the Tigers, and a nice bit of footwork there. The ball playing there of Matamua, and then Bolle, just lovely little late footwork, got out of the tackle there of Tedesco. Yeah, just watch this little bit of late footwork there on Crichton, just left him grabbing. He'll be disappointed with that, Angus Crichton. And ball on the line from Fanua Bolle, who's putting together a nice season for the Tigers. He has been one of their most consistent. And the ball just drags across the line.
Roosters have now won 22 of 24 against the Tigers. And it is 8 straight in most recent times. Coruscant at least finishes it off by converting. The Tigers well beaten. The Roosters are next level. They look rock solid in the top 4, the Sydney Roosters. After defeats around them of Penrith and Cronulla, the Dolphins, the Roosters fly through this one. 8 tries to 1, full time on a Sunday night. The last game of the round. The Roosters 40, the Tigers 6.